right, Nick. Good to see you, man.
Hi, Coach. I'm good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. And it's always a pleasure to see you because I look at your metrics and they're always looking good.
Thank
Really
you.
proud of you, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a busy guy, but you seem to be able to handle all this. I'm sure some people might be asking, like we'll get into your data in a minute. But we're
hmm
recording this for others to help them. Do you have any
Yeah.
you've been really on it with all your everything you've recorded. Not only are you recording consistently, but you're getting results. Is there any tips, like simple things that you can think of that might help somebody achieve their goals that has helped you?
Um, so I've been losing probably 10 pounds since I met you. Um, the first 10 pounds was really easy for me. Uh, I just keep cutting sugar, cutting carbs, trying to keep myself update on the app. That's really good. Uh, the 10 pound was easy, but then when I reached to 180, because I first met you is 190, so 180, I stop right there. Um, no matter what I do, I still the weight is still there. It's not like dropping that fast anymore. So I think like I try to sign up for the gym. I went to the gym and then Um, I work out in the morning. I follow some of your workout route, workout lessons. I try to put it on the gym, but it's only dropped like 0.5 pound or something. I think what I need to do more is to work harder to get it below 179. And this is I think this is the hard one, the hard part of it. And in when I'm right now I'm at 180. So I I think a lot about food. I think about food a lot. So but I just keep it out of my thoughts. So try to work out more and then try to uh keep it like eat chicken breast, steak or whatever, but keep away from the calorie and uh just move on from that, I think.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. And I think a lot of people will get this too. And I kind of warned you of this a little bit of like we're going to get to a point where it's not going to be as easy to get to the
Uh-huh.
next level. And that's kind of like, I mean,
Yeah.
think of tennis though. I think tennis at the higher level can get a little
hmm
bit more frustrating because the results aren't so obvious. When you start
Yeah.
playing tennis, it's pretty obvious because there's a huge jump in improvement over a short
hmm
amount of time. But when you keep improving, the results get smaller and you got to work harder for those results. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where it can be less motivating too to get to that next level. So right now, though, I'm going to share the screen here just because I think you're selling yourself a little short here.
Yeah.
Is you're
Yeah.
still progressing, man.
That
Even in 1 week, you've dropped,
yeah.
a few pounds. So
Yeah.
that's amazing.
That that's the number. The numbers show like it's motivating me a lot
Mhm.
because every morning I check my weight, I start to see number dropping, and it's motivating me like to work harder on it.
Right.
So
No, that's
I want
great.
to keep losing weight. Yeah.
No, I love it. And I think what we want to do is just know that a healthy way of losing weight is more on this curve than the one
Uh-huh.
up here. I mean, you dropped 5 pounds in
Yeah.
a week. That's not as healthy as dropping maybe 5 pounds in 2 weeks. So we're on the right track. I like the steady decline because it's healthier. It's also manageable where you're doing things that you can consistently do over the course of your life and not get
hmm
this back. That's the important thing. right? Like we're not
Yeah.
looking at doing these drastic things where you're just like, oh my God, I can't sustain this. You're going to get to a point, and Matthew, who's in our group text accountability group, we
Yeah.
talked, and after, we started at the beginning of the year, so it's been 6 months, but a few months ago, we're kind of like to the point where he was very good with his goals, and he just
Hmm.
realized that he needed to be okay. Like he was okay with where he was, and that he could
Yeah.
eat crappy once in a while and
Yeah.
still maintain that level that he's at right now and not go back to where he was. So it's like
Yes.
we want to get you to a point where you're like, okay, is it really worth me starving myself and really being restrictive to my diet to get this one little gain? And if it is,
Hmm.
great. But Matthew decided it's not. He's good at where he's at. Like he could eat well most of the time and eat poorly once in a while and still maintain that level that he now is at and not go back to his old self. So that's kind of where we're not sure where that is yet, because we're going to have to continually work on your goals, and you're going to like next week, for example, we're going to look at this and go, okay, Nick, we are still progressing down, maybe, for example.
Hmm.
Is this
Yes.
lifestyle sustainable, though? And if it's not, we need to address that. But if it is, I think we can continually go. And what I mean by sustainable is just like you should be able to do this. You should be able to live this life of yours through these weeks of losing weight and still be happy and not feel so
Yeah.
restricted. So we're
Yeah.
going to have to play around with what that looks like. Everyone is individually different, but looking at the
Yes.
results, you're drinking a lot of water, you're taking more steps than the last week, which is great. You're eating less carbs and you're eating more protein. And I still want to get your protein levels a little higher. So what we're going to
Hmm.
do is we talked about this a little bit, but we're just going to try to add more protein to our meals. So these are examples of just some basic, like eggs with sardines is like my breakfast. I think a lot of people have routines, and
Hmm.
if it's healthy, I think it's great. And
Yeah.
that might be a good one for you. I know you mentioned you have some Vietnamese sardines you eat or you've had.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's sardine in a can.
Okay.
Inside there's sardine and tomato sauce,
Okay.
which is really nice. Yeah.
Cool. Super good for you. One of the best
Yeah.
seafood choices you can have. Do your own
Hmm.
research on this, but I've done a lot, and I can tell you for sure that's a good one to have. And then just making it simple, always have a protein with your veggies. And so, ground beef with zucchini is a good one. You could do salmon
Yeah.
with some broccoli or something like that. And then
Yeah.
there's snacks, seeds, almond butter, nuts, add a whey protein smoothie. And notice that you're not eating a lot of carbs then. And that's like the goal here. And we're not like snacking on carbs either, because that's kind of like going to
Yeah.
fluctuate your blood sugar and really train your brain and your body to depend on sugar to survive. And you want your body to be like, I just need protein. I'm good. And then your blood sugar stays level. You can focus better on the tennis court. You get more energy in the weight room and you're good to go. So that's kind of the next goal for this week is just see how we do with more protein and see if that helps. But our next goal too is to add more to your workout regimen because you just joined a gym and it seems like you
Hmm.
might need a little direction for your gym work. Is that correct?
Yeah. Um, I just went to the gym and bicycling a little bit, lift a little bit of weight
Yep.
for workout for like 40 minutes and then I head home. But
Right.
most of the time I just walk around the gym, but then lost after that.
Yeah. No, I
So
get it.
yeah.
And not being in person with you is still of I still can help you. So on my
Hmm.
Teach Yourself Tennis platform, I have a bunch of courses on here, and I just
Okay.
want to direct your attention to two. One is like building mental toughness. I think that's a good one just to go through because I have a lot of good information for you for your tournaments. I know you're training for some tournaments coming up, but the big one I want
Yeah.
to look at is the fitness course. So the fitness course is going to have a lot of different opportunities for you to look into, not just getting stronger, but also work on your speed, work on your mobility. So I have different categories here. And
Yeah.
so strength, this is all good stuff for you to look at and take a look and see if you can get some idea of your own personal routine. But maybe do a strength training one day, a speed training another day, and a mobility day another. And that's 3 days a week. And I think that's honestly plenty, especially if you're playing tennis. But those three could be
Yeah.
really good. And you kind of go into, you got to be motivated. So maybe you're not really into the speed training, for example. Okay, well, maybe you'll have to do more on the tennis court to work on that instead. That's okay. Let's
Hmm.
just try to get some gains with you getting in the gym and doing some productive work. And the one thing, if you do this, I really feel like the strength training is really motivating because you can track your numbers. So you'll see that some of these, I have weighted lunge variations. So you're going to see that I have a video that's going to talk to you about different ways, I don't have to go through this all, but it's just basically me talking about, different ways to do one-legged lunges with weights, right? So I give you options.
Yeah.
And what you could do though is track it with numbers so that you feel like you're getting stronger, right? So that might be a good way
Yeah.
to just have a spreadsheet, track, okay, I lifted 20 pounds with dumbbells and I did squats or something like that. Okay. And then
Okay.
that
Yeah.
might help. But I'm going to give you access to this program, and then you could just use this as a guiding point, and then you can see if there's anything else added that you need to this, that like you need more help. But let's just start with something simple by giving you just some direction here. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good, coach.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. So let's keep up with the accountability regular text messages at the same time. You'll get the same
Hmm.
things. You're just going to try to add more protein to your diet. Text me if you have any questions on different diet ideas. And then let's
Yes.
get on the tennis court soon and do some workouts. And also in your own gym workout, I'll give you that access so you can kind of see the courses and see what you can do with that. Okay.
Sounds great.
Awesome, man.
Thank you so much.
Oh, great, great. Well, we'll schedule something soon. In the meantime,
Yeah.
keep it up. Really proud of you, and we'll talk soon,
Thank
okay?
you. All right. See you, coach. All
See
right.
ya.
Bye-bye.